Hi, it's me again, and it's official. TV licensing have opened an investigation on me. It's official. I know that because they sent me a letter, look, saying it. Official notice. Investigation opened. Yeah, it's another nonsense letter, but I like getting them like this. Look, it's still sealed up, so that we can open them together, because loads of people get these letters, and so many of them are scared by the nonsense that contains within. So I really like doing the letters on here. So if you've received a letter from TV licensing that says official notice, investigation open, stick with this, we'll go through it together, and I'll break down what you need to do about it and what you need to know about it. Right, let's get this thing open. Oh, while I'm opening this as well, don't forget that I have another channel that only talks about TV license stuff. We do a lot of letters on there and a lot of advice and help for what you need to know about what you can and can't watch and how to deal with the goons and all of that over on TV License Stop. The link is below. Right, I need to cover up all the personal details on this, so give us a second and I'll be back with you. Right, sorry about that, I'm back. I don't know what I'm saying sorry about that to you for. You didn't have to spend the 5 minutes wasting your green electrical tape on this, did you? Run out of black tape. Right, so let's go through this together. I'll chuck it on the screen so that you can have a look. And yeah, the window there, is that just to make you look bad in front of your postman or something? Investigation open. I mean, I'm sure the post people deliver a lot of them and get it. So this is from the Cambridge Enforcement Division. I'm not anywhere near Cambridge for a start. And it's addressed to the legal occupier, because I haven't had a license at this address. I've only been in here a few months, and it was empty for 6 months before that, and it was already getting letters. So they don't know who I am. I haven't told them. I'm not going to do the no license needed exemption at this address because I don't see the point. I don't need to do that. Right, to the legal occupier. This is an official warning that we are carrying out an investigation of your address. Okay. We have asked you to contact us several times, but you have not responded. There is still no record of a TV licence at this property. So they've jumped straight in on the intimidation there. Right, so let's break that bit down. This is an official warning that we're carrying out an investigation at your address. They're investigating my address to see if I need a TV licence or not. Now, I'm on the electoral roll at this address, so they could find out my name quite simply if they wanted to. And yet they haven't. So their investigation has got to the point that I am still called legal occupier. Cracking. Their investigative powers never cease to amaze me. We have asked you to contact us several times, but you have not responded. Because I don't have to contact you. There is no law saying that I have to tell you I don't require your services. The same as I don't have to tell Netflix I don't require their services. I don't require Amazon Prime. I don't have to call them or email them or fill out a form to tell them I don't want it. You do not have to do it. You can do it if you want to do it. You do not have to tell them you don't require a television licence. So who the hell are they to demand that I respond to their letters? I'll give you something to respond to, TV licensing, but then you never do anyway, do you, to me? There is still no record of a TV licence at this property. That's correct. No, there isn't a record of a TV licence at this property, because my property does not require a television licence. In this property, I do not watch or record anything that's being broadcast. I do not access BBC iPlayer. Thus, by your own rules, TV licensing, I don't require a licence. So what business is this of yours if there's one here or not? It is a criminal offence to watch or record live TV programmes on any channel or to download or watch BBC programmes on iPlayer unless you have a licence. It doesn't matter what equipment you use, whether a TV set, desktop computer, laptop, blah, 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 mobile phone, DVD or VHS recorder. So you've answered your own question, right? It's a criminal offence to watch or record live TV programmes on any channel or access BBC iPlayer. But I'm not doing that. I don't need a licence. Where here does it say, are you watching or recording things on any device? Or are you accessing BBC iPlayer? If you are, you require a licence. If you're not, you're doing nothing wrong. Sorry for sending you yet another letter, but you can ignore this, don't worry. Where does it say that? Where does it say that? They're not going to tell you that because they're trying to sell you something. But I don't require it. There's got to be some fair and balanced writing in these. I don't have a big problem with, I do have a problem, but it's not that big a problem with you sending a letter saying, you don't have a licence. Just to let you know, if you want to watch a recording of things being broadcast or use iPlayer or any property, you need to buy a TV licence. If you don't require one, don't worry, we'll leave you alone. I wouldn't have a problem with them sending letters like that. But sending letters like this where they're not giving you the full information. This whole page, I'm just skimming it, it doesn't say it. I don't know if it says it on the back, we'll come to that in a minute. Where does it say here? I know it says it's criminal offence, blah, blah, blah. Why can't they just throw another line in saying, but if you don't do these things, you don't require a licence, don't worry. It's wrong. And this is a letter to scare and intimidate you into paying for something that I don't need. Maybe you don't need. So who are they to send these letters out? And if you do the exemption, I mean, you can go online or you can give them a call and you can do the no licence needed exemption, right? Where you tell them, you give them all your details and you tell them you don't require a licence. It's not going to stop you getting a visit. In fact, I think it pretty much guarantees you getting a visit if you live in a fair-sized town or city. It will cut down on the toilet paper here. Why should you have to tell them? That's the problem. How you can stop this investigation. Buy a licence. It's funny how that would stop their investigation, isn't it? You can choose a payment method that suits you. No, I'm not doing that. I don't want one. If you've recently moved, please move your old licence. I have recently moved. Didn't have a licence there either, so swivel on that. Let us know you don't use TV receiving equipment. Look at the wording on that. Let us know you don't use TV receiving equipment. They're trying to make it sound like if you own a telly, because that used to be the thing. Right? It's not anymore. It was back in the day, but still so many people believe that if you own a TV, you have to pay the licence fee. That is not the case. That is worded in a way to deceive you. They're not technically lying, but they're not exactly telling you the full truth either, are they? Because sitting in front of me here, and you might be able to see, is my little laptop. That is TV receiving equipment. I could pick up live TV on this in a couple of clicks. Wouldn't take me long at all. Behind me over there, I've got an old telly on the wall, big old 55-inch crappy old telly on the wall. That has a tuner built in. And I could receive TV on that if I plugged an aerial into it. So, by your wording here, I have to buy the licence. Right? It's wrong. The licence isn't based on what equipment you have. It's based on what you use that equipment to do. So I can have the telly, I can have the laptop and not require a licence. But if I use either of these things to access broadcast TV or BBC iPlayer to watch BBC programmes, yes, I need a licence. I always fail to understand how they get away with wording it like they do, don't you? They're not technically lying, but they are not telling you the truth either. Right, here's the good bit. Look. If we don't hear from you, our enforcement division will schedule a visit. Should the investigation find that you're watching, recording, downloading TV illegally, you could be prosecuted. The maximum penalty is a £1,000 fine plus any legal costs of compensation you may be ordered to pay. Well, they're not going to hear from me. So their enforcement division is going to schedule a visit, are they? And that's to scare me. Because it doesn't scare me, but I can imagine people reading this who are struggling with their finances and everything at the minute because times are really hard. You're not paying your licence fee. That could scare you. Right? This letter is designed to scare people like you. So they're going to schedule a visit. Should their investigation find that I'm watching stuff I shouldn't be watching, their investigation consists of one thing and one thing only: knocking on your door and talking to you. They don't have detection equipment. It's a myth. They did have vans, of course they did have vans with silly aerials on the roof, and they used to go around trying to permeate the myth that they could tell what you're watching. Maybe back in the day with CRT TVs, there's some talkers, but it's not possible anymore. Think how many ways you can get TV in your house. Sky, FreeSat, Freeview, different IPTV services, different apps. It's all over the shop. How can they possibly detect that? It's absolute nonsense. Their investigation is usually a man knocking on your door, dressed authoritative. Sometimes they dress up like bailiffs, wear a tie, whatever, to try and give a sense of authority. They don't. They are door-to-door salesmen. It says so on the TV licensing website itself. They like you to think that they have some powers, like the police or bailiffs. They've got none. They're door-to-door salesmen. So they'll knock on the door and they will try and make you talk as much as possible because they know the longer they get you talking, the more chance you've got of dropping yourself in it. They will also ask to come in and inspect your equipment, missus. They have no right of entry into your property. And I said, they're not bailiffs, they're not police. It's so easy to deal with them and you don't need to be scared by them at all. It's so simple. If you've got a Ring doorbell camera or something like that and someone rings it, they look like they're dressed up like a bailiff or something, just shout through, who are you? And they say, TV licensing. No thanks, go away. That's simple. But if you should be able to open your own front door if you've got a Ring doorbell camera and that, right? So if one turns up at my address, this is exactly what will happen, right? So they'll knock on the door, I'll open it, and I'll be like, who are you? And they will say, because they have to identify themselves, hello, I'm from TV licensing. And before they've finished the G on licensing, I'll be like, no thanks mate, and I will shut the door. They can't put their foot in the door. They can't keep knocking on your door and trying to intimidate you or threaten you. They have to go away. And that's it. They will go away. That's their investigation over. Complete, done. No more investigation for you because the door got closed in your face. Now, there's nothing saying they might not come back in the future. Of course they could. But if they get the door shut in their face again, they're not going to keep wasting their time. These people earn commission. They pay their rent, their mortgage, their bills by earning commission. We believe, I can't find out the truth, but it's about 25 quid per sale that they earn. Now, why would they waste their time, keep knocking on your door, if they know you know the game and you're not going to pay? It makes no sense to them. It's a numbers game for them. They're trying to knock on as many houses as they can in a day to try and sell as many licenses as they can in a day, to earn as much commission as they can in a day. Why would they go out of their way to keep knocking on your door just to get the door closed in their face? Don't be scared by them. They're door-to-door salesmen. Scummy door-to-door salesmen at that, and should be treated as such. Does it say anything interesting on the back? So, how can you pay for a licence? Would it be easier to spread the cost? Could I get a concession? Oh, there is a bit here. Look. What if you don't need a licence? We'd like to stop writing to you if you don't need a licence. Whoever wrote that has got a sense of humour, haven't they? So let us know if you or anyone else living at this address never watch or record TV programmes live. You or anyone else. Well, you say you've got 3 people in a household, one of them doesn't, but 2 of them do, you still need the licence. And that's why they want you to contact them, to sell you a blimmin' licence. Yeah, that's just filling out the no licence needed thing. You can do it. If you've had a licence in your property before, they've already got your details, so there's no harm in doing it. But me, I'm legal occupier. Why should I give them my details? There's even a thing on the back here, look. Fill in this form to give us all your details. No, of course I'm not going to do that. So yeah, hopefully, if you've got this and you've stumbled across this video because you received this letter and you're a bit worried by it because you've cancelled your fee either through protest for what the BBC's been doing recently or in the past, or you just can't afford it at the minute, as sadly many people are in that boat. Hopefully, what we've said here set your mind at ease a little bit. You know, if it has set your mind at ease a little bit, you found the information useful, do me a favour, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, you know, as a little repayment to me, because I make a lot of these and I try and help as many people as I can. I've got loads of stuff on this channel about what you can and can't watch, how to deal with the goons in depth, how to phone them up and talk to them. Loads and loads of details about TV licence on here and over on my other channel on TV licence stock. I do believe I've covered this letter before, but I've never had it myself. It was one of the letters someone sent me in. I like to get them myself and open them with you and go through them straight off the bat, off the cuff, kind of casual like this, you know. Let me know what you think about it all down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. As I said, please do hit the buttons below. It don't cost anything to subscribe to the channel or anything, and you'll be kept up to date with all my latest videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. Ta-da.